Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Annie Around the Wild. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me on my journey in this crazy, crazy van life adventure with me and my baby here, Juliet. We're so thankful to have all of you here. If you do enjoy the content, please feel free to like and subscribe. It really does help my channel out. And if you do want to be notified of any further content or videos that come out, definitely subscribe down below and you'll be notified whenever I come up with new videos every day. So with today's video, you're going to be seeing the process of me having meltdowns and crying, and then finally us getting out back into our home on wheels. So we're going to see the updates and the progress and everything that's going on. And yeah, just letting you all know how much Bluetti sucks. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Hey, beautiful souls. So, I've really been looking forward to leaving this hotel room and getting back to my home on wheels. Fuck this lifestyle. I can't keep doing this. This lifestyle is for the rich, man. It's just like constantly money that I don't have. $1,000-something for this hotel because this $1,000 power station doesn't work, and now you pay a couple $100 for this power station and that never arrived, so now you're paying for a power station you don't have. So now you have to go look for a power station at a store to see if they have it at a store instead, because there's no customer service. I'm trying to call them, and the FedEx just keeps saying like it's a machine and you can't even get in touch with a human, and it says like you can't talk to a human unless you put a tracking number in. That's so stupid. What if you don't have your tracking number and you need customer service, and then the tracking number I'm putting, it's saying the tracking number is not right when that's my tracking number. So no matter what I'm doing, no matter how many times I'm trying to put the tracking number in, it won't let me talk to any human being from customer service. No one. I emailed Anchor. I said, hey, it says delivered. I have the bag, the carrying case, but I don't have the power station. I need a power station. I need to get out of here. I can't keep doing this. God, it's just so much money. Constantly, it's just so much money, and there's no one to talk to. There's no one to talk to, and everything is just constantly having to be online. And like, what, you talk to your customers through email only? What year are you living in? God, whatever happened to having a human being to help the customer? These people should be ashamed of themselves. Bluetti, FedEx, Anchor, just everyone. Every fucking single one of these people should be so ashamed of themselves. I'm so defeated at this point. I'm so fucking defeated. I only have 2 days left in this hotel, and I don't want to have to pay for more. Fuck, man. Fuck. So it seems like... So I looked at some stores around the area, and it looks like Lowe's might have the power station option. So I'm gonna go and check out Lowe's, because I need a fucking power station. I need to get out of here. I can't just keep spending money on a hotel room. I can't keep doing this. The amount of money I've already fucking wasted. I did not get a van, like one that I can stand up in, because it needed $10,000 to $15,000 to fix up the inside, to have this really sick thing, I didn't do that, and I got a minivan because I couldn't afford that. But I have spent twice that already. I spent well over $10,000 already. Just 1 month of a hotel was $4,500 alone. So I do not recommend doing this lifestyle in a minivan. This is not worth it. If I had a big rig that I could stand up in, that I had, spent all this money on to fix up, there would be electricity. Other than, anything else, there would be like inverters going through there. There would be like other power options other than a power station. And I wouldn't be at the mercy of a hotel room if I was in a rig like that. So I hate that I chose a minivan, because at the end, even though I thought I couldn't afford it, fast forward to the hell I've been experiencing for the past 8 months, every single fucking day, every single day. Add all of that up, I could have had a really nice van that I can stand up in, where the carpenter would have fixed it up really nicely for me. I would have had a kitchen in there and everything. I thought I was making the right decision, but apparently not. Apparently not. I should have just said, fuck it. I will get $10,000 to $15,000 to get the interior built. Fuck it. If I knew that more than $5,000 was gonna go on hotel rooms, I would have just done that. I would have just done that. I wouldn't have even looked at the minivan. I wouldn't even paid it any attention. Because that's what I originally wanted. I just couldn't afford the interior build. Looks like I should have just done what I wanted in the first place. Sucks for me. So, I got some comfort food for myself. I just ate some mac and cheese. Just trying to calm down and figure out what to do. Power station I also ordered from Lowe's is not available yet. So, yeah, just having some comfort food. Hello, beautiful souls. As you see, we are back in the car in our home on wheels. All thanks to Anchor over here. Oh my goodness. So, an update on what's going on with Bluetti. So, after 4 days, the lady Anna finally responded to me. And then last night, I had gotten another message from Bluetti saying, like, they haven't heard from me in like 3 days. And I was like, what are these people talking about, And so I sent another email. Anyway, and then so they have caused me $1,200 in hotel fees. More than that. I'm just rounding down a little bit, okay? So they have literally cost me, all that money because I had to stay in a hotel because I didn't have a power station. They caused me to have to go buy another power station, okay? And now they took 9 days, okay? I was at the hotel for 9 days, all right? And they couldn't help me with 9 days, okay? So Bluetti sucks. Their customer service is terrible. It's absolutely shit. And I said that to them too. It is absolute shit. Okay? There is no human being to talk to. By the time anyone even gets back to you in emails, it takes forever. I posted a short on here with me having a complete meltdown. I was crying and just having a complete meltdown. And it was so sad how many people looked at, cared to look at that video, but don't care to look at other videos. But once they see someone having a hard day, all of a sudden that's all they want to see. It's so sad. But anyway, I took down that short because I was really in emotional distress, and I just didn't want that to be on YouTube. I just was like, screw it. I'm going to take it down. And I was having a legit meltdown, I have to pay for my college classes that are coming up by August 8.
and now I'm set back $1,200 plus $600 for the Anchor power station, you know. So I don't know. And then now Bluetti, they again after 9 days. They just barely yesterday at 3 a.m. emailed me. Okay, I have it all. I have the evidence is all on my phone and my experience. So none of this is a lie. And if I can't be taken to court for anything because none of this is defamation. This is God's honest hand to Bible. Like, this is God's honest truth and my experience and the truth about Bluetti. Every single person who shouts out good things about Bluetti is sponsored by them, gets free products by them, or works for them. So they're all biased, okay? And so this is the truth about Bluetti, okay? They suck. After 10 months, the charging station, the charging port that the solar panels and the car charger charges the power station, it doesn't work. 10 years my ass. It was 10 months, legitly, from September 2024 to now July 2025. It's been 10 months. Only 10 months, and it stopped working. The charge input, again, where you charge it through the car and the solar panels, which is what I need, it stopped working. Anyway, plus the AC 180, it also, when I would charge it to 100% in the morning when I would wake up, okay, it would be at like 83, 84%, sometimes even 80%. This, I woke up and it was at 94% still. So thank you, Anchor. Thank you, Anchor. My goodness. So yeah, Bluetti is just terrible. And then after all of that, taking as long as they did to reach out, going back and forth with them for 9 days without any solution whatsoever, being stuck at a hotel, all the money on me, none of the Bluetti people trying to, take care of their customers, financially for any kind of thing that they cause. But yeah, after all that, they want now that Anna lady is like, oh yeah, because I explained to them that the roofers caused water damage. So all of our stuff at home, it's all water damage. I'm in the middle of a lawsuit. I'm suing the people. So everything was damaged. Those cardboard boxes that from Bluetti and stuff, those were the least of my problems, of the things that got damaged in my home. Like my home being damaged. So those boxes, when they got damaged, it was like the least of my worries. Now they're like, oh, well, since you don't have the box, you explained to us why you don't have the box, then now they want me to send them $15 so they can send me a cardboard box. So now they financially set me back $1,200 plus another $600 for a power station that I had to have. Now they want another $15 from me so that they can send me a box so they can take a look at it and see if they can fix it. So this is what's going to happen, because I'm done being polite to these people. I am going to dispute all the charges from Bluetti AC 180 from my bank. I am not paying a penny for this. As a consumer, when you buy something, that is a legal document that pretty much you're promising to pay as the consumer, and as the company, they're promising their product, whatever product you're buying. Now, they promised a product that was going to last 10 years and be reliable and whatever. They were lying. That was all a lie. Their products are not good. They're not reliable. They're not going to last you years on end. They're not, if you're lucky, if they even last you a year. So they did not meet their end of the bargain. So I am going to call my bank, and that's it. That is it. Not one more fucking penny is going to go to the payment of that AC 180. No more. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If Bluetti wants to constantly have me, oh, spend this, spend that, spend that. Oh, and now we need $15 because of a box. Okay, I'm disputing my charge because it's broke. The AC 180 is broken. It's not charging, it's not working, and I'm not using it. So I am not paying for it. So that is what's going on so far as of this morning. She emailed me at 3 a.m. And I'm sure she emailed me that at 3 a.m. because of the other email that because like I said, I got another email saying like from another person from Bluetti. And then when I emailed them back explaining the situation, that's when all of a sudden this Anna lady that I've been talking to through Bluetti, now she came and she all of a sudden now is emailing me at 3 a.m. when in the hotel, 9 days, and there was like no help. Now all of a sudden at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're able to fucking contact me through email. That's so weird. And I even like gave them, I was so desperate when I was in the hotel. I gave them my cell phone number. It's all in the emails. I was begging. I was pleading. I was literally begging, like literally begging. You can see it in the emails. I'm begging and pleading just for any help, any human being, anything. I'm begging, and they did not care. Like a customer that's literally on their knees begging through email to speak to someone for this problem, explaining to them about your fur baby and their cancer and how their power station is important, and still nothing. Bluetti does not care about their customers. I don't care what you say in the comments down below about how you still have power stations and Bluetti's been great. Well, it's only a matter of time until the reality of Bluetti comes your way as well. So I don't care. You know, honestly, if you do leave good comments about Bluetti down below, I'm just going to take one thing from it. Either you're an employee by them, or you're sent by them, or you're sponsored by them. So either way, sorry, no. No. If you have a product that's still working, consider yourself lucky, go to church and maybe light a candle. So yeah, because Bluetti is terrible. Their products are unreliable and their customer service is shit. The Anchor company, overnight they responded to me. During the day, they were responding like no other. And then there's Bluetti customer service. I mean, it's just like complete different polarities. It's like a night and day thing. And now that I actually have this Anchor, I'm like, wow, like the AC 180 depleted from 100%. Like at 9 p.m., it would be at 100%. And then by 7 a.m., it would be almost at 70. That's crazy. This Anchor is still, it was at 94% in the morning. I'm like, wow, I'm so impressed so far. And I'm impressed with Anchor's customer service. So Anchor is going to have my business from now on and my trust from here on forth until proven otherwise. It's going to be all about Anchor up here. And Bluetti should be ashamed of themselves. I also told him that. They should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. Bluetti should be ashamed for their customer service and their products, especially their customer service. Shame on you, Bluetti, for the horrible customer experience that you give to your customers that give you so much of their hard-earned money. Shame on you. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Just shame. I don't even know what else to say. So yeah, I'm going to go on about my day now and see what happens. And when there's any more updates, I will let you know. But Bluetti is not going to get $15 from me for a box. Excuse me. Excuse you. Wow. Shameful. Ugh. Pieces. All right, beautiful souls. So that was pretty much the experience I had so far. I haven't heard back yet from Bluetti. No surprise there. I just came to check on some stuff and pick up. I had the Anchor solar panels go to a family member's house. I got a nice shower in. So I also washed my car, got a bunch of things done. And yeah, so I'm just going to figure out what to do now. But what did I learn from pretty much getting financially screwed through this whole crazy process of having the power station stop working out of nowhere with us in the forest, to not having a backup power station, to being stuck in the hotel, to the customer service? What did I learn? I learned that you could do all the research in the world and still you still don't know until you actually try the product and try the company out. You don't know until you actually do. So what is one experience for one person may not be that experience for you. I have all of my little portable power stations are all Anchor, and I never knew that they had the big power stations. So now I'm officially an Anchor family, because every single power station that I have, from the small little ones down to the big one, is now Anchor, which is really funny. I should have just done that from the beginning, but I didn't know. I learned also to keep a backup generator with you at all times. Or not with you, but just to have a backup power station, so that if the one you're using stops working, you won't have to spend $1,000 or more for hotel fees. You can just because as we saw with Bluetti, it's been over 9 days and still haven't really helped me or done anything to figure anything out. Now, but the customer service with Anchor, I'm very, very, very happy with. I'm very surprised about. They really did everything to get the power station to me as fast as possible, because I told them my situation, and FedEx fucked up the shipping and didn't deliver it on time. And so I was stuck at the hotel for even longer waiting for that thing to come in. And so I went and looking at Lowe's, and then when I ordered it at Lowe's, they said they had it at the store, and then when I was there to pick it up, they surprisingly didn't have any available. So instead of canceling the one at Lowe's, I've decided to keep it. Whenever it arrives, I'm going to keep it. And it's because of what I just said. The lesson that I have learned is to keep an extra power station available at all times, no matter what. Because if you have a rig where you have a power station throughout your car, or your van, and you have inverters and stuff, this isn't gonna really apply to you. But if you don't have that, if you're someone who is van lifing it, kind of just like a self-made rig, you don't have your interior built out and it's like self-made kind of a thing, and you're relying on your power stations like I am, just keep that in mind to have a separate power station, because that might sound expensive at first, but it's going to be cheaper than you being shit out of luck and then having to find a power station, because then you're going to have the hotel costs and then the power station costs. So just having one backup and investing financially in that, and having two, using one and just leaving one somewhere safe, I really, really recommend that. That is the biggest lesson that I'm taking from this, is to have a separate backup station, even if it's a huge financial investment. Because if I had a separate power station, then I wouldn't need to spend over $1,000 at a hotel or anything. So that a lot of things would have been different. So that's another takeaway from there. In some of the clips you saw, I was saying Anchor should be ashamed of themselves, but Anchor actually should not be ashamed of it. Anchor is the one company, Bluetti and FedEx, yeah, they should be ashamed of themselves, hands down. Anchor really helped me. They actually, their customer service was hands down really awesome. They really freaking helped me, and they were very empathetic. to like my feelings and to how I felt, you know. And I don't like that contacting these companies, there's no phone like to actually talk to a human being. I think that's a big problem. We're in 2025, not 1999. Like, you should not be communicating primarily through email communication. There should be a human being to talk to over the phone for customer service. That's just how it should be. So I don't agree with that in any of them. All those companies, everything is through email, and I do not agree with that. But even though it was through email, like I said, Anchor was on top of it. They were responding so quickly. They were really good, you know. And Bluetti didn't care to respond to me or to start responding to me until 4 days of me being in the hotel room. On day 4 was the first time they responded to my email. So I had emailed them. I checked in on Monday, and I emailed them Monday night, and then also Tuesday during the day, because when I saw it was during the day and I'm still not getting a response, like it's business hours, I sent another email. And so I went like that for 4 days, and after 4 days I was like, I can't just sit here twirling my thumbs spending money at the hotel. I need to figure out the power station problem. Obviously Bluetti's not gonna fucking help me. And so I had to figure it out on my own. And I'm so thankful for the Anchor company. I'm so thankful, and I feel so stupid for, like, I really do. It's like, why didn't I even check Anchor for a power station like that from the beginning? Because, you know, I just kept like, you know, I didn't really like see anyone reviewing the Anchor or anything like that. And I didn't know that they made big power stations. Anchor is a very well-known battery powering company. Like, I mean, for the past 20 years, my little tiny like portable power stations that you take around to charge your phone and stuff, they've always been Anchor. I've had Anchor before they were this reputable brand, you know, and like people barely knew who they were. So I feel so silly that I didn't think to check Anchor from the beginning, because if I did see that, I would have probably went with them instead of Bluetti anyway. But yeah, so far the Anchor is doing wonderful so far. I mean, really wonderful. It hasn't dropped down from 90%. I'm so surprised by how well it's working, knock on wood. Like, it's great. I'm very thankful. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the backup when it arrives. So just in case, you know, God forbid something happens, I'm not at the mercy of, again, money and a hotel cost. So what happened just now, I pretty much am taking steps to make sure and ensure that it never happens again, and I never find myself in that situation ever again. And now, you know, by August 8th, I also have to think about the cost for my classes that I'm taking this semester. So it's just a lot of stress right now. But I am gonna do everything I need to make sure I don't find myself in that situation ever again. So that's the take from that. Have a backup power station. Invest in it. It's worth it. And it's better to have that backup rather than wasting your money on a hotel. It just is. So yeah. With that said, thank you so much for being here and for watching all these days of everything, you know. But yeah, I just want to give you guys my honest experience and let all of you know what's happening, especially with these power stations, because they are such a financial commitment. They're just such a financial commitment. And you know, when you're investing in these things, it's very important to think about everything. And really learn about these power stations before getting them. And just because you see a bunch of people, you know, talking about a certain brand for years on end, you know, regardless of RVers or car lifers, don't listen to that. You know, like, really really like look at like the details of what you're doing, and just remember, have a backup power station just in case. It's worth it, and at the end will be cheaper than the hotel. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. My channel, I'm giving it all to you in reality. I am not sugarcoating anything. I am not dramatizing anything. And the meltdown, well, this is reality, and I'm trying to show you guys the reality. I had a really big meltdown that I took down because I just didn't want people to see me having a meltdown that bad. But being at the hotel was very difficult, financially, mentally, emotionally. It really did a number on me. My body actually feels like sore from the stress that I just went through at the hotel room. I can't believe that. So I'm finally back in my home on wheels. I'm so happy to be back in my home on wheels. It feels so nice and comfortable to be back in my sanitary, clean home on wheels. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And where I end up next, well, keep watching and stay updated. Until next time, remember to stay wild and free, and peace out. Be kind. Remember to be kind to each other. Stay wild and free, beautiful souls. Bye.